Welcome. I am Snippy Joker. On today's episode, we are continuing our adventure with finding the right DPS characters for controller players. Now, I've done a few so far, and if you'd like to see them and see more tips and tricks, please go check my channel for my Marvel Rivals playlist for all the previous characters I've done so far. On tonight's episode, we are doing Star-Lord, aka Peter Quill. Now, in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, please put it in the comments, I feel like Star-Lord is the best all-around DPS character. Now, you may be saying, Snippy Joker, what do you mean by this? What I mean is, he has an ability to dodge, he has fast firing weapons, he has the ability to fly, and he has pretty decent damage. It's like he is a culmination of a little bit of every other DPS characters. I'm not saying he's the best character. All I'm saying is, all around, he is probably a good beginning average character that can evolve to even the higher ranks. Now, here are some tips and tricks on Star-Lord. But before we begin that, let's go over his abilities. He has two blasters that have a total of 40 to about 20 each in ammo that can run out really fast. He has the ability with your R1 on PlayStation controller to boost himself either out of danger or to ability to float in the air to a certain height. Now, this can recharge over time, but once it has a little bit of that charge, you can use it again. The other ability is to flip and dodge out of danger. Now, this has two effects. One, you become invincible. Two, it reloads your weapons automatically, which is pretty cool. And it has two charges, so can be used back to back. And finally, he has an attack that basically spreads out his shots in all directions, dealing damage in an area of effect. And lastly, his ult, which is probably one of my favorite ults for a controller player, and because when you go into it, you become legendary. And that means you float in the sky, either up and down, you auto lock onto a character near your crosshairs and deal concentrated damage on that character. Now, I've used this once or twice in this gameplay, and if it's another DPS or healer, you can probably take them out with ease. If it's a tank, or if it's someone being healed, it may be difficult to take them out. But by far, he has one of, not saying the best, one of my favorite ults. Now, what is the best way to use Star-Lord? I was going to say something else, I don't know what popped in my brain right there, but what is one of the ways to use Star-Lord? Dash in, use your L1 ability, which is basically an area effect, and dash out. Go in quickly, try not to get too close, try not to pin yourself into an area where you're surrounded by enemies. Like most DPS players, you don't want to stay in there without a healer or tank backing you up. What I was trying to do mostly with his basic attack, he does have a melee, but I didn't really use it, is I would shoot his guns, flip to reload ammo, shoot again, flip to reload ammo, and to try and avoid damage, and do this every time I had the ability available. Now, this worked in most areas, especially at the beginning of this game, but when I got caught up between a magic and a penny, I ran out of flips to avoid their damage, so the magic did take me out. Now, when you're surrounded by enemies, like if they come in and pretty much surround you, and they're pretty low on health, use your area effect attack like I did right here. This allows you to hit multiple enemies for huge amounts of damage, which is great. Also, don't just use your boost to get away like I was doing some of the times to find health. Use it to gain height like I tried to do here with the Human Torch. No, I didn't take him out, but I got close enough to try and either kind of pepper down his health or almost try and take him out. Another thing is when you're using your area effect attack, which is L1, which basically is where he's phasing in and out and shooting, you're not invincible. So be careful getting close to melee or any other character that's pretty much shooting at you. You're not invincible, you will get taken out. Legendary. Again, like I said, one of my favorite attacks. You could see there that I was trying to take down a Penny, almost got her, but I ran out of time. Because although you're in Legendary, you're still reloading your weapons. So when you're doing this, try to aim for the back line. Try to aim for those that don't have a large concentrated amount of health. Now, I feel, and this is again my opinion, you can say in the comments your own, let's have a civilized conversation. I feel Star-Lord is a great beginner character, especially for those with controllers. Yes, aiming his weapons can be a little tricky if you don't have your aim assist right. I still don't think I do. One day I'll figure it out, but I feel like with his phase attack, with his ability to dodge and reload quickly and gain invincibility, with his ability to fly, he is a great all-around character for beginners that can evolve him into probably one above all. I mean, I've watched a #1 Star-Lord just go nuts. And if you want to become better, so please do. You know, stay at a medium distance. His guns can shoot pretty darn far. You can stay at a medium to long distance. Flip to gain invulnerability. Boost in. You can, and this is one of the combos you could do. You can boost in, use his phase lock, which does area damage, and then flip out of there. Or if your boost is ready again, which like I said, you don't have to wait for it to be filled. It's ready when it's at a quarter. You can flip and boost out of there, which is probably, again, one of my favorite things about Star-Lord. And as you just saw there in that clip, I got too close to the magic in when I was doing the phase ability where you, again, area of effect, and it melee killed me. But I got it back. I went back and got her, no problem. But what do you think of Star-Lord? Put your comments in. Do you like Star-Lord? Do you hate him? Do you want to get better with him? Do you feel that Star-Lord is good for beginners? I feel like they are. Let me know in the comments. Sub for more content. Like the video so YouTube can like me. Go check out my other YouTube channel, Snippy Joker Shorts, for my short form content. You know, go to my Twitter, go to my TikTok, go to my Instagram. They're all Snippy Joker related. Follow me. Let's have a conversation. Let's create a community. Really appreciate all love and support. And again, I hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you on the next one. Enjoy.